Cardi B's pregnant again.
She just a calm bucket. Your Cardi B done turned into a...
Brew. Hold tight, because you need to wait and watch this unfold. Charles White, the outspoken commentator, just went scorched earth on Cardi B, and the internet can't stop talking. His latest posts targeting Cardi's pregnancy with Stefon Diggs have sparked an online frenzy, leaving fans divided and social media ablaze.
Cardi B's pregnant again.
She just a calm bucket. Your Cardi B done turned into a calm bucket. So I think two of those babies was born in wedlock, right? Offset baby, she was born in wedlock. The other baby gonna be a problem because it's a bastard baby. So you got a bastard baby and you got two children born in wedlock.
It all started mid-September 2025, when Cardi B confirmed she was expecting her fourth child, the first with NFL star Stefon Diggs. The announcement came after months of speculation, and fans were buzzing with congratulations and excitement. Yet, Charles White's response immediately shifted the narrative. White, known for his provocative online presence, didn't hold back. On X, formerly Twitter, he unleashed a series of harsh criticisms, using derogatory language aimed directly at Cardi's personal choices. The posts weren't just mean. They were pointed attacks on her character, questioning her decisions as a public figure and mother. In one post, White claimed he was disappointed in the women celebrating her pregnancy, highlighting a broader critique of social media culture. He argued that some of the praise Cardi received normalized questionable choices for young women, and that public role models carry responsibility for the impression they leave. Fans quickly began dissecting White's statements. On TikTok, videos circulated showing clips of his commentary, paired with dramatic music and commentary from other influencers. Some users applauded White for speaking the truth, while others called him out for being unnecessarily cruel. Cardi's ongoing divorce from her estranged husband, Offset, added another layer to White's criticism. He didn't just attack her pregnancy, he framed it as part of a pattern, referencing the contentious nature of her split and the alleged tensions over custody and finances. A leaked DM reportedly surfaced from a White follower, claiming that White privately called Cardi's announcement irresponsible and suggested she was ignoring her real priorities in favor of social media spectacle. The leak quickly went viral, and fans began speculating whether White had more inside knowledge about Cardi's personal life than he publicly admits. Meanwhile, other public figures began weighing in. One influencer tweeted, "Cardi B is thriving, pregnant, and happy, yet the hate keeps coming. This is why people fear strong women in the spotlight." The tweet racked up tens of thousands of likes, further fueling the debate around White's statements. Some media outlets picked up on White's rhetoric, running headlines such as, "Charles White slams Cardi B's fourth pregnancy amid divorce drama." Commentary sections were flooded with divided opinions, ranging from support for White's harsh honesty to condemnation of his personal attacks on a pregnant woman. The feud intensified when screenshots from White's X thread began circulating. Fans noted his repeated emphasis on Cardi being a Latina woman, suggesting he was trying to frame his commentary within a cultural critique. This element added a new layer of controversy, igniting discussions about race, representation, and public expectations of celebrities. Eyewitnesses on Instagram Live claimed that White spent hours debating his views with followers, going back and forth over Cardi's choices and her public image. According to one source, he even referenced Stefon Diggs indirectly, questioning the stability of the relationship and suggesting the NFL star might face public backlash as well. The drama was compounded when Cardi herself responded indirectly on social media, posting a subtle story about focusing on happiness and family, without directly naming White. Fans interpreted this as a calm, strategic move, signaling she would not engage with the negativity publicly. Yet White's statements did not stop there. He allegedly sent a voice note to a podcast host, doubling down on his commentary and predicting that people will start questioning why women celebrate questionable behavior. The clip was quickly leaked, adding fuel to the fire. Celebrities began chiming in, with some defending Cardi and others cautioning her about public perception. A well-known rapper tweeted, "People gonna hate no matter what. Cardi B doing her thing, don't let these clowns distract you." Social media erupted with fan memes and reaction videos, turning White's commentary into a trending topic. Amid the chaos, sources hinted at an upcoming appearance by Cardi B on a morning talk show, where insiders suggested she might address her pregnancy, her personal life, and the ongoing commentary without naming White directly. The anticipation kept everyone on edge. Finally, White teased that he had more opinions coming, hinting at a possible live session where he would expand on his criticisms. The suspense left fans speculating whether he would escalate further, or if Cardi B would finally respond publicly, setting the stage for a showdown that could dominate social media for weeks. And just as the online storm seemed to settle, a leaked screenshot of a conversation between White and a journalist surfaced, suggesting that he had additional controversial remarks ready about Cardi's family, potentially crossing lines even his followers might question. The cliffhanger was set. Everyone online was waiting to see the next explosive move. The world couldn't stop talking after Charles White's barrage, but the plot thickened when Cardi B's team reportedly reached out to trusted media insiders, hinting that she might address White's attacks privately before going public. Fans were buzzing. Would Cardi B finally confront him head-on, or continue keeping her distance? On X, a fan leaked a partial DM exchange between Cardi and a close friend. In it, she expressed frustration over the constant scrutiny, writing that she wanted to enjoy her pregnancy without toxic commentary. Yet, she also hinted at potential responses that could shock the internet. Social media exploded, with hashtags like Dr. Cardi B's White trending within hours. Meanwhile, Charles White doubled down. He posted a series of X updates, framing his criticism as a moral lesson rather than personal attacks. One post read, "Celebrities have influence. Pregnant or not, public figures set examples. Don't act surprised when the world judges." The tone sparked heated debates, with some accusing him of being judgmental and others praising his so-called honesty. Insiders revealed that White's commentary had already reached Cardi B's inner circle. Sources suggested she was consulting with legal and PR teams about potential responses, particularly regarding defamation or harassment, without intending to make a public spectacle. This fueled speculation about a quiet but strategic comeback from Cardi. The drama took another twist when a leaked audio clip from a podcast surfaced online. White allegedly said, "She's living a fantasy, pretending everything's perfect. Reality is coming." Fans dissected every word, connecting it to Cardi's pregnancy, her relationship with Stefon Diggs, and her ongoing divorce from Offset. Every snippet added fuel to the fire. TikTok erupted with fan theories. One popular video compared White's commentary to past celebrity feuds, suggesting that his criticisms could unintentionally backfire, making Cardi even more popular. Another user posted, "Watch Cardi quietly let this slide, then drop a surprise that shuts him up forever." The speculation kept the tension alive. Meanwhile, Cardi B's social media silence was broken by subtle posts. She shared clips of her prenatal workouts, cozy family moments, and snapshots with Stefon Diggs, sending a clear message. She was focused on her pregnancy and happiness. Yet, some fans interpreted these as indirect digs at White, highlighting the delicate interplay of public perception. In an unexpected twist, a fan account shared an alleged screenshot of White texting another influencer. "I know Cardi's pregnant, but I can't let this slide. People need to see the truth." The post quickly went viral, drawing mixed reactions. Many questioned whether White was crossing a line, while others argued he was exercising free speech. Celebrities weighed in. One A-list rapper tweeted, "Pregnancy isn't an excuse for harassment. Let people live." Another influencer suggested that White's comments might affect his own credibility, especially among younger audiences sensitive to attacks on women and mothers. Social media commentary continued to swirl around both camps. The feud's tension escalated when a fan account shared what they claimed was a snippet of Cardi's private text to Stefon Diggs, discussing the mental toll of constant online attacks. While unverified, the post went viral, adding another layer to the narrative and making it seem like the drama was invading even her personal life. A new rumor surfaced on Instagram Live, suggesting that White was planning a public lecture addressing celebrity responsibility, which would likely focus heavily on Cardi B. The speculation ignited a flurry of fan reactions, some defending Cardi, others curious to see White's full remarks. The stage was set for confrontation. Leaked audio from White's previous streams began circulating, with clips emphasizing accountability and setting examples for young women. Analysts noted that his language, while framed as guidance, contained deeply personal critiques, especially aimed at Cardi B's choices during pregnancy. At this point, fan debates became almost tribal. Some praised White for his bluntness, claiming he dared to speak the truth. Others argued that Cardi B had been unfairly attacked and that the public should respect her privacy in pregnancy. The intensity was so high that major news outlets picked up the feud, further amplifying it. Amid the chaos, sources hinted that Cardi B was considering a surprise music release or social media statement that would indirectly address White's criticisms, leaving fans guessing. Would she respond through art, words, or remain silent? The tension was palpable. And just as the internet braced for Cardi's next move, an unverified post claimed that Stefon Diggs himself might publicly defend Cardi, sparking speculation about whether the NFL star would confront White directly. The potential for an explosive showdown was becoming undeniable, leaving fans on the edge of their seats. By the end of this social media storm, one thing was clear. The Cardi B versus Charles White saga had escalated far beyond casual commentary. With pregnancies, divorces, celebrity credibility, and social influence all in play, the next development promised to be even more shocking. The internet held its collective breath as Cardi B finally broke her silence, but not in the way most expected. Instead of directly responding to Charles White, she released a snippet of a new song on Instagram Reels, her lyrics hinting at personal resilience and triumph amid criticism. Fans immediately interpreted the bars as a subtle clap back at White's comments about her pregnancy. Shortly after the snippet went live, Cardi posted a heartfelt Instagram story showing her and Stefon Diggs decorating a nursery for their fourth child. She captioned it, "Happiness is louder than the noise." The juxtaposition of music, visuals, and messaging was interpreted as a strategic and indirect rebuttal, allowing her to reclaim the narrative without engaging in direct confrontation. Fans and celebrities alike flooded the comment sections. One popular rapper tweeted, "Cardi didn't need to respond verbally. Her vibe says it all. That's power." Another influencer highlighted how Cardi's approach elevated her public image, portraying her as graceful, strategic, and focused on her family despite provocations. Meanwhile, Charles White appeared to double down, tweeting, "You can post all the love stories you want, but accountability doesn't take a vacation. Influence comes with responsibility." Social media exploded once again, with some defending White and others accusing him of attacking Cardi unfairly. The tension between fans grew almost as intense as the feud itself. Unexpectedly, a viral TikTok video surfaced, showing clips of Cardi's previous interviews where she discussed overcoming adversity and ignoring negativity. Users captioned the clips, "This is why Charles White can't touch her energy," highlighting Cardi's resilience and ability to turn personal attacks into viral, inspiring content. Reports emerged that Stefon Diggs privately contacted some media outlets, expressing support for Cardi B and condemning personal attacks on her pregnancy. Though he did not make a public statement, insiders suggested that his influence behind the scenes played a key role in keeping Cardi focused and unbothered by online harassment. The drama escalated further when a leaked X post allegedly from Charles White's private account surfaced. In it, he seemed frustrated by Cardi's silent rebuttal, stating, "She's dodging confrontation and still winning. Can't stand it." This fueled speculation that Cardi's strategic silence had successfully undermined White's attempt to provoke her. Celebrities joined the discussion. One influential singer tweeted, "Pregnancy and peace over petty drama. Cardi showing us how it's done." Another posted a TikTok duet reacting to Cardi's nursery reveal, with text overlay, "Loud music, louder vibes, zero clout given to haters." Cardi's approach had begun to dominate cultural conversation, shifting the narrative in her favor. Despite this, Charles White continued posting commentary about celebrity accountability, claiming that Cardi's music snippet doesn't erase the impact of poor examples. The back and forth dominated headlines for days, though Cardi's fans largely praised her for taking the high road. Social media polls began circulating. Over 80% of respondents agreed that Cardi had handled the situation gracefully, turning a potential scandal into a narrative about family, focus, and personal growth. This marked a turning point in the feud, signaling a win for Cardi B in the court of public opinion. As the dust settled, Cardi shared another Instagram story, this time with her 3 older children laughing and playing. She captioned it, "Energy stays positive. Drama stays far." The message resonated widely, portraying her as a mother who prioritized joy over online battles. Charles White's influence began to wane. While he continued posting, the audience's attention shifted toward Cardi's pregnancy journey and upcoming projects. Analysts noted that public perception can often outpace ongoing commentary, and in this case, Cardi's personal choices had successfully minimized White's impact. Meanwhile, fan theories emerged suggesting that Cardi might release a full song addressing White indirectly, sparking excitement for potential new music that could be both personal and commercially successful. Hints from her team fueled speculation that a surprise release was imminent. In a final twist, some media outlets reported that internal discussions between Cardi's management and legal team were considering sending a formal notice to White regarding harassment and defamation, though this had not yet been made public. The possibility of legal escalation kept fans on edge, despite Cardi's apparent calm. By the end of this saga, Cardi B had successfully navigated a complex mix of online attacks, pregnancy scrutiny, and personal drama. She had maintained control of her public image, empowered by her family, fans, and strategic silence, leaving Charles White's provocations largely ineffective. The story concluded with Cardi enjoying her personal life, awaiting her 4th child, and setting the stage for her next musical and cultural